loves to just spend frivolously? Are you somebody that loves to save? Are you somebody that's quite selfish with money, or are you frugal like me, for example? Well, I used to be. I'm not as frugal anymore, guys. So, but yeah, like, you really need to understand these aspects of people, because you don't want to go into marriage and, you know, when you get into it, you're finding little things that are quite distasteful, or, oh, I didn't even know about that, or, you know, that rubbing you the wrong way. Actually, guys, let me know in the comments what the things of my top 10 mean the most to you. Let me know in the comments so I can see what those are. Religion as well, and even spirituality, where you stand on that. What are both of your views? You know, where do you stand? Are you open to accept other religions? You know, if you're both two people that have different religions, are you open to allow me to practice my religion, you know, peacefully, safely, and not be judged when I want to go to the mosque, or when I bring my Bible group to the house? You know, are you accepting of what I'm about, of what I believe in, what my philosophies are? You know, and vice versa. Personal styles, personal styles, this is important, guys, because, you know, we all fall for somebody based off looks, right? So you're first attracted to someone based off looks, and I know there's a lot of people out there that have, you know, really outgoing personal styles. Like, if your husband, for example, wants to grow a beard and plait it and put bead around it or string, are you willing to accept that kind of person? You need to know what personal styles you're willing to accept, what personal styles you're not. And the thing is as well, you don't necessarily want to get someone or marry someone or be in a relationship with someone and try and change them. Like, that's flat out selfish. Like, don't try and do that. You could, you know, try and inspire them based off of what they already like, but to me, trying to change someone's personal style, that's, you know, let them do them. Unless if obviously it's something to do with like hygiene, or, you know, they need to dress for a particular type of role or job or whatever it be, you can obviously advise them in that field. And also just let them know how you're different as well. Let them know what you like. Let them know, you know, when I go out with my girls, I like to wear short skirts and tight clothes. So if that's something that's big to you, let your man know, because obviously we know insecurity is a real thing. Not every man likes his woman showing boob or showing nyash or, you know, certain things. A lot of men, you know, they like their women covered up. Point blank simple. They don't want their women to be showing all flesh and all of that stuff. And obviously if you're religious, and, you know, that will kind of restrict what you can and can't do as well. So that's that to really consider. Children. Now, this is a massive one. This is a massive one, because obviously when you think marriage, you think family, you know, you think children. Discuss how many children you want. Discuss when you want to have kids, at what point in your life. Remember, you have to consider your career. For us women as well, it's such a massive thing, because people get divorced about, you know, people get divorced over things like having children. I think that's even why Megan Good and her husband got divorced. I've been reading different things about it, but the thing that kept popping up for me was that she didn't want kids, he wanted kids. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, I really wish I could speak to them, because I feel like, so what was it? Was it that she changed her mind, or they didn't discuss it? Like, what is it? And then now they're 10 years in, they want to have kids, and she's like, what? I just don't understand. For me, I'm like, that's one of the things that me and my husband discuss. Even when we're still dating, my husband told me, guys, yeah, let me give you guys a small joke, that he wanted 6 kids. I said 6. No, I said, it's not me you're gonna it's not me you're gonna have six kids with. I won't lie to you. So but we've got 2 beautiful children now, so, you know, we're happy with that. But yeah, you have to speak about these things, guys, because you don't want no shockers. Like, these are things that can make or potentially break marriages and relationships, and we don't want that. And also the 5th one is in-laws. What are your boundaries, guys? And I've done a video on in-laws as well, so make sure you check that out. But in-laws are important, because as I've said before, when you marry somebody, you marry their family. You marry their mum, their dad. If they got if they got 10 siblings, you will marry each one of them, Sha. So, you know, you have to really consider what your boundaries are. Put them in place before you get married. Don't let it be, you know, at the altar. That's when you guys are discussing marriage. Or when you guys are planning your wedding, then everyone is coming out of the woodworks, all these family members that you don't even know about, and they want to try and have an input on you guys' life. Or when you have baby now, you know, you'll be seeing all these different influences from family. And so yeah, make sure you discuss your in-laws and family and what it's about. You know, the people that stick out to you, the people that you feel like you'll get on, the people that you don't feel like your partner will get on with maybe. So yeah, these things are really important. Let's move on to the next 5. Also as well, what I feel like people don't discuss is, you know, things like, where do you want to live? I think it's so important, because depending on if that person's an outgoing person, if that person likes to travel, you know, these are things that you really need to look at. Because someone like me, like before I got married, I wouldn't think of living in another country. Like, wow, where am I going? What do I want to go and do in Australia or something? Like, what's there for me? But I feel like, you know, when you marry someone, you also marry their thoughts and ideas, possibly, do you get what I'm saying? They open your mind, they expand your mind. So I feel like now I can live in another country that brings me peace. If there's a beach, I can live there. If there's sun, I can live there. Do you know what I mean? So your people's perspectives may change. You know, people might have a dream of wanting to retire in a certain place. Like for me, I knew that I'm not going to retire in England, because my husband has always said it. You know, when we're old, I want us to live, you know, by a beach somewhere. And it's such a beautiful dream. At the beginning, I used to be like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, where am I going? But now I'm like, yes, that's literally our retirement. Yes, I'm there. Even before I'm there. But yeah, so another important thing as well, which a lot of people actually don't discuss, because you see these mental health issues and traumas popping up in people's marriages. Like, it's so important. You know, as adults, we still live out our childhood traumas, and it's so sad to see when people can't heal from their traumas or get help, because it rubs, you know, it really can destroy, potentially it can destroy a marriage. Let me just say, it can destroy a marriage, it can destroy a relationship, it can destroy a family. Like I've seen, you know, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about, you know, people healing from traumas, and also people giving advice. And a lot of families, especially black families, which is so sad to say, like a lot of black, you know, children have had some kind of, you know, have been like molested, or had some kind of adult be inappropriate with them. And this will show up in their adult life, and it will ruin their family construct and, you know, ruin their marriage, so to speak. So people really need to discuss this, try and get help, try and heal from it as best as possible. Relationships with friends or exes. And I know this is a big one, because people don't like their partner being friends with certain people. Maybe a man doesn't like being friends with, you know, a man as well, being friends with their certain other, what am I talking about? You know, people don't like their partners being friends with opposite sexes, basically, or even their ex. And I understand how that can, you know, rub them the wrong way. So if that's something that you're not down with, discuss it, because it's important. Also, dreams and goals are important. Let your partner know where you're at. Let them know where you're at as well. Let them know your ambitions, your goals, where you see yourself in the future. And also, health and family history is so important, because as black people in the black community, we know we have certain things about sickle cell is rampant, you know, high blood pressure, all these things as well. So discuss and tell your partner if you've got any diseases that run in your family. You know, if you don't come from a healthy family can definitely come from you. You can make that change. But guys, it's been it's been an amazing video. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it. So just to summarize, marriage can be for absolutely anyone. Like, if you know you can commit to a relationship, you can commit to marriage. It takes a bit more work, it takes effort, but you can definitely commit to marriage. If you're willing to also build a life with somebody, you know, you can do it. You can definitely do it. And if all these things aren't for you, then relationship is not for you in general. But guys, it's been so real. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you've loved in the comments, like, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.